Have you ever wondered how Pi Network plans to distribute all its Pi coins and how much you might actually get as a miner? Well, in today's video, I'm breaking down everything about Pi's total supply, how it's split up, and what it means for you as a pioneer. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll have a clear picture of how Pi works, why your mining rate keeps dropping, and where the Pi network is headed. Stick around because this is big for anyone mining Pi today. Oh, and before we start, let me know in the comments, how long have you been mining Pi and how much Pi have you stacked so far? Drop your answers below. Let's see who the real OGs are. All right, let's dive in. First up, let's answer the big question. How many Pi coins are there? The Pi network has set a total maximum supply of 100 billion Pi coins. Now, this number isn't random. It's carefully designed to balance fairness, usability, and scarcity. Why is this important? Think about it. A cryptocurrency's total supply determines how scarce it is. And as we all know, scarcity increases value over time. It also helps us understand how the coins will be shared between the miners, the developers, and the community. So here's the breakdown. 65% of the total supply is reserved for you, the pioneers. 25% goes to the core team. 10% is dedicated to building the Pi ecosystem. This system ensures that everyone who contributes to Pi's growth gets rewarded. Let's break it down further. Bucket 1, pioneers like you. Here's the cool part. 65% of all Pi coins are reserved for people like us who are actively mining Pi every day. This is the biggest slice of the pie, no pun intended, and here's why. Pi Network rewards the people who are actually helping to. 1. Grow the network by inviting others. 2. Secure the network through security circles. 3. And stay active by pressing that mining button every 24 hours. By the way, how many people are in your referral team? Let me know in the comments below. I'm curious. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Pi uses a scarcity model for mining. When Pi first started, the mining rate was high because the network was small and they wanted to reward early adopters. But as the network grows and more people join, bam, the mining rate drops. Here's an example. At 10 million users, the mining rate was reduced. At 100 million users, it'll drop even more. Eventually, the mining rate will hit 0, and mining Pi will stop. So what does that mean for you? The earlier you started mining, the more Pi you've earned. And if you're still mining now, congrats, you're ahead of millions of people who haven't joined yet. 2. The core team. Now let's talk about the core team, the people who actually created Pi Network and keep it running. 25% of the total supply is reserved for them, and this makes sense. Why? Because building and maintaining a global cryptocurrency isn't cheap. This allocation funds things like development costs, like coding the blockchain, improving the app, and running servers, research to keep Pi innovative and secure, and marketing to bring in new users and spread awareness. But here's something important. The core team's share is vested over time. That means they don't just get their Pi all at once. They'll earn it gradually as Pi grows. This way, their interests are aligned with the network's success, and that's a win for all of us. 3. Building the Pi ecosystem. Now, this is where things get really exciting. 10% of the Pi supply is reserved for building the ecosystem. What does that mean? Basically, this portion is used to 1. Incentivize developers to build decentralized apps that use Pi. 2. Support business partnerships that integrate Pi into real-world transactions. 3. Fund community projects like tools, services, and utilities that boost Pi's usability. Why is this important? Because Pi isn't just meant to sit on your phone, it's meant to be used. Imagine a future where you can buy coffee, shop online, or pay for services using Pi coins. This 10% allocation is all about making Pi a functional currency for everyday life. Think about it. The more apps and businesses that use Pi, the more valuable your Pi coins become. This is how Pi transitions from a digital number to something with real-world value. Now let's talk about Pi's mining model and what's coming next. We already know that Pi's mining rate decreases as more people join the network. This is Pi's way of ensuring scarcity, just like how Bitcoin's halving reduces supply over time. So if you're mining Pi today, you're essentially stacking up coins that will become harder to earn in the future. Once Pi's mainnet fully launches, mining will stop altogether. At that point, rewards will come from things like transaction fees, similar to how other blockchains work. Here's a thought. What do you think will happen to Pi's value when mining stops and millions of people are actively using it? Let me know your predictions in the comments. All right, let's recap. Pi has a total supply of 100 billion coins. 65% goes to pioneers, you, the miners. 25% funds the core team to keep the network running. 10% builds the ecosystem for apps, projects, and real-world use cases. So if you're still mining now, you're in a pretty great spot. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more Pi Network updates. Let me know in the comments. Are you still mining Pi, and how much have you earned so far? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy mining.